Hello, friends. Okay.
What is...
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We were talking about London, and okay, that's where my brain was stuck. Glitch.
That was a glitch.
Fixed.
Is that how we talk in London?
No, they do not.
Hello, friends.
Hello,
Maybe in a really bad Charles Dickens play. Hello.
Yeah, I'll try not to do that when I'm in London. I get beat up.
You may. Yep.
Yeah. Authentic experiences. Okay, so I don't remember how many episodes we're in now. I'll have to figure that out later.
You guys are getting Rachel's book before it's published, is what they're getting.
You are. Yeah, so I write chapter here, not episodes, because it's in book form, and yes.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, hopefully. Publishers, anyone? Anybody?
Hello? Hello?
Am I on?
Make yourself known. No, okay, so last time I left you with a list.
Yes, those were good.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I left you with the list, and today you get another list.
Ooh,
Actually, maybe even two. We'll see how we go here. So what do you do now? You're standing in front of your hoard and all the things. We've covered collecting versus hoarding, addiction to gathering things just in case. And now we're going to move into what to do once you know you're a collector, hoarder, or even just a housekeeper who feels like they are drowning. Amy says that I said that wrong, and
Drowning.
There's no D. Drowning.
right. Apparently, I say there's a D on it, and I have for my whole life.
What I said, I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I've never even noticed. Feels like you're drowning. That sounds like the right word.
It's good. It's your word. I love it.
These steps apply. I knew if I looked up at you. These steps apply to almost any situation. The more you have, the harder it will be. The less you have, the easier. But that is what the goal is here, to have less. To have less so you have less to worry about in the long run. No matter what it is in your home that is taking up all the space, the same basic rules apply. Right now, you are feeling overwhelmed with piles of whatever, you fill in the blanks.
Amy, it was Tupperware.
It was Tupperware.
But you will need, and for most things, this is what you will need in order to take the next step. So this is the list of things that you need, and this is going to be a very short and sweet podcast, because I'm going to do this list followed with another list of where to start, and probably leave you off, and we can chat about it for a little bit, but for the most part, this is going to be short and sweet.
Okay.
The list of things you're going to need to get started, if you're ready to get started on changing.
Can we guess?
Sure.
Trash bags.
Trash bag.
Number one. Black garbage bags for garbage.
Contractor trash
Well,
bags.
yes.
Right. Contract. They're expensive.
Give away, throw away.
Well.
Oh.
Black. Blash
trash bags.
Black garbage bags for garbage.
Okay.
White garbage bags for giveaway soft items. I like the difference.
Smart.
If you don't need that, I'm so visual, and I have on occasion accidentally thrown away whole bags of clothes, which kind of broke my heart.
Yeah.
And so, because I do not throw, I was the receiving, and at the receiving end of many a giveaway clothing item, and there's so many in need, and all the things. So clothing should always go to the next journey part of its life. Right. So I differentiated. I said number one is black garbage bags for garbage. 2, white garbage bags for giveaway soft items. You don't necessarily need to do that, but I like that.
I do a box.
I've got one. Wow. Hot soapy water, because you're going to have everybody take everything out of the room and wash all the surfaces.
Yeah.
Am I right?
It is on the list.
Yeah!
It's not next on the list, but it's on the list. Number 3, I had cardboard boxes, totes, or shopping bags
for so many points
for books or other hard items to sell or give away.
Yes.
Yep. the shoppers that we have now that we all have to put up with that are, because we don't do bags anymore. But
Right.
those make really good things for if you have to fill something with books and then tote it off to wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I don't think you guys would guess, but a black Sharpie, because I like to write on the white bags of clothes. Where a lot of times that's like, okay, this bag is for Hannah, my sister. This bag is for Amber or for Amy. This bag is for this box is going to, and I'll write it, and that helps my mind feel like it's keeping it organized when it's in the state of chaos, because it's going to get worse before it gets
Yes.
better. So it's
That's a biggie.
it's a way to try to keep it okay. That's that. I know what that is. You don't have to keep guessing. I like to keep number 5, a vacuum handy, because when you move collections and when you move stuff, there is always little dust and dirt left behind in those areas. And you don't want to leave it like that. Number 6, a bucket for hot soapy water.
Yes.
Ding ding.
I-
Salsa.
I recommend Dr. Bronner's.
Very specific cloths that she buys on Amazon.
I have them right here.
Micro.
I recommend Dr. Bronner's Cell Suds all the days, because it is earth and body friendly and can be used on literally every single surface, and it smells amazing.
In the world.
In the world, you just need 2 little squirts. Boop, boop.
And I actually make
Hot
those
water.
noises because of you. I'm like,
2 little squirts. People are like, how much? It's like, you don't need much, just a little squirt in the bucket.
hot water and gloves
Hot,
if you
hot,
don't
hot
have
water. Yeah.
strong hands.
Oh yeah, I don't have to do gloves.
I lost my gloves. My kids take them to wash the toilets, and so I just whatever. Number 7, a microfiber cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I like the only ones that I like,
They're
and I'm
blue.
super picky, are Zwipes. ZWIPES from Amazon. They do not have that nasty feeling that most microfiber cloths have. I've seen really cute boho color ones in like TJ Maxx. They feel terrible. They're like, it's like the chalk
Yes, I totally know.
nails on a
what you mean.
chalkboard. It
I have to have you feel mine because I buy stuff through Thrive Market and Grove.
Oh, yeah.
Grove,
Yeah.
the Grove or
Grove
Grove.
Collective or
Gro-
whatever.
yeah, and I got some microfibers from them, and they're super soft, and they're like more of a lighter blue, like, and then I have a beigey one.
Yes, the ones I get they're horrible colors. They're like fluorescent green, yellow, and blue. But I am tactilely, I can't handle, like the other ones, like the water beads up.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like it's nice and soft and super absorbent.
Mhm.
Anyway, but I just wanted to get really specific because it is different. Not everybody's gonna have like a great experience if you're like, my microfiber wipes feel weird and I don't like even using them. It's like,
Yeah.
well, these ones I think everybody would like. This wipes from Amazon, so that's what I love, with a bucket of hot Sal Sudsy water. I clean my entire house with those simple things: hot water, Sal Suds, microfiber cloth. The end. That's
Even
it.
your toilets?
Oh well, no. I mean, the toilet I usually.
That's how you surface clean your entire house.
It's
Yeah.
walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
Surfaces,
we're doing
bookshelves.
if I'm dusting, if I'm
Yeah.
moving stuffing, if I'm decluttering, I'm gonna fill up my bucket.
Yeah.
Because I just feels like I can wipe
Yep.
shelves with this.
Yes.
I can wipe surfaces with this. I can even wipe glass and stainless steel with this. Everything in my kitchen, all the things. Lastly, but most importantly,
No.
energy,
Oh.
determination,
Grit.
patience with yourself and the situation, yes, and some serious grit, because it's not going to be easy. None of this is going to be fun. Hold on, what's my computer doing? Okay, none of this, I mean, it could be fun, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's not like most people. As I get older, I like trying to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Once I have it a certain way, but it is, if you're the person that I'm talking to who is a hoarder, a collector, or someone who's like let piles, it's a lot, and it's a situation where you need to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
And it usually takes longer than you think it will.
It will take longer. You might be like, I'm gonna do this in a day, and what you get halfway through and realize that you need to make dinner. Allow yourself to pause and make dinner and sleep and have a normal night. Watch a show, relax, let your body and your mind, rest, and then be like, I'm gonna finish it next day, or I'm gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep going. Do a little bit every day. If it's really bad, ask for help. Ask your best friend, ask a sibling, ask your parent. I mean, ask somebody to help you, because bearing the weight of a lot on your own is going to be quickly very discouraging, and you're going to want to give up, and you're going to be like, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the point is that your life can be better. And the point is that you can do this. It feels hard, but somewhere at one point, this house had been empty,
Mm-hmm.
and it's full, and it's crazy, and now you can fight for it, and you can claim it back. It is possible. And if you need to feel better, just watch an episode of Hoarders and realize that you're not that bad, and or
Unless you're that
certifiable.
bad.
Unless you're that bad, in which case I still think that there's hope. I think that unless you should be in an asylum, which there's a few of you there, but not our people. Just, you got to get some grit behind it and make up your mind to do it. If you're feeling overwhelmed already, you're completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. You will survive this, and actually, this is going to help you feel better in the long run. This is going to simplify your life and make it better. You know that lovely feeling when you check into a beautiful, simple hotel room? You can have that same feeling when you walk into your house. I really believe that. You just have to trust me on a few things. Here is a list. This is the second list that I'm going to do for people to, now that you know what you need to get started, here are some places where you could get started. And we're just going to leave it there for today because it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. Even some people don't even have those things where it's like, this is what I need to get started. Once you have that, you've got the mindset to tackle a certain area. These are some of the areas where it's like, where do I start? These are some of the things that pretty much everybody could start to declutter today. Papers, mail, books, past seasonal decor, past seasonal clothes that are not currently being worn, old entertainment, and all kinds of tech stuff. Somehow that stuff just, even today, I was tidying up my studio and some of the tech has been replaced with newer, and there was extra cords from like my old phones and my old devices, which like those things don't translate, and I'm putting them in I put everything that I don't think translates in a bag. I'm gonna ask my hubby about it. My hubby will verify whether or not I can just get rid of it, but I don't want it in here anymore. It doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't work anymore. Games that don't ever get played or that have missing pieces, toys in excess or broken or mismatched, old makeup, extra bedding, towels, linens, all kinds of things like that, shoes of all kinds. If you have children, you know that shoes, it can sometimes even be just a month before they grow out of their shoes. So this is a great area to cull, and sometimes things that we bought even just last season, we know we're never going to wear again. That's just who we are as humans, you know. It's the same thing with clothes, where it's like, oh, I bought that because I was inspired by this and I have not worn it because it's really not me. Move it along. Tupperware, dishes, all kinds of things like that. So that was just a brief list. I guess I'm gonna, how long is this? Well, I wrote about, do you guys have to go?
No.
It's almost noon.
It's okay. I can do hard things.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go a little bit farther. Okay. All right, so you've got your trash bags and your boxes ready to go. I always suggest turning on a familiar show, not one that you'd want to follow because you haven't seen it before, but turning on a familiar show, a podcast, your favorite music, or have someone with you to keep your company. So it's not just, you're not totally alone and quiet with your overwhelmed thoughts. You like get yourself a nice water bottle filled with ice and get ready to tuck in for a while doing these things. Even better, have somebody, your sister, your bestie, someone to help you. You're standing in front of the chaos. You're staring it down, and it's daring you to disrupt it. To make space where there is clutter. To make sense of the senseless. To tidy this mess. Take whatever it is, that first thing, hold it in your hands, and ask yourself, just as Marie Kondo taught us, does this spark joy? Or as I teach people to ask, do I love this? Do I need this? If you don't answer a strong and sure yes to one or both of those questions, it is now time to consider what to do with it next. If it is garbage, throw it away right away. Don't even give it a second thought. If it has enough value that someone else might want it, then now is the time to decide whether you will give, donate, or sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I always try to think of my short list of family and friends real quick and ponder whether they would like it, but I don't spend too much time there because it can be a trap. It should take you only a minute or two to know this. If it takes longer than that, I strongly consider just donating it. It feels so good to fill a bag with stuff that you know someone else could use and then go through the harder task of loading it into your car, driving it to the nearest Salvation Army, homeless shelter, thrift shop, or dropping it off.
Not letting it live in your car for weeks.
Wait, I'm gonna do that over again. Yeah. Driving it to the nearest Salvation Army, homeless shelter, or local thrift shop. Dropping it off and driving away and feeling lighter feels so much better than wondering and holding on and keeping it longer. Try it. I promise it will feel so, so good. It might even feel just as good as buying something new. It might become your new obsession. And I believe it is the better one. It's one that leads to freedom. It leads to a more peaceful daily life. Doing the work of all that sorting is going to be very difficult, but at some point you will start to see a glimmer of hope. You will see the surface of your kitchen countertop for the first time in months, years, or even decades, and that will feel amazing. Chase that feeling. Chase that simplicity. Fight for it. Keep fighting for it, friend. As I've said before, this is a vicious cycle. Life is always bringing in stuff. Literally. Adopt the philosophy that if something comes in, something goes out. If you buy another pile of books you're excited to read, try gifting a pile of books that you haven't read in 20 years and don't realistically think that you'll be able to read again. I love those little leave a book, take a books
Yes, me too.
places, and it's always fun to just like pop a few in those. We have a couple, even in rural where we live, there's some at the end of people's driveways that looks like a little mini chicken coop, and it's for books. And then my hairdresser has a take a book, leave a book
that's neat.
shelf. And so that's one way to offload a bunch of books. You can also take them to local nursing homes, homeless shelters. Libraries sometimes want books. All you have to do is bring them in and ask, and they'll tell you which ones they'll keep, and then the rest of them you can just drop off at a bookstore or a thrift shop. Getting rid of our collections doesn't mean we just have to throw it all away. We can let things go and let them have a new life. I'm just trying to read through this. I think I'm going to end here
That's good.
because that was a lot, and that was a good place to end.
So good.
Yeah,
So
just
story time with Rachel. When the book is published, you have to read it. You yourself on Audible.
oh my goodness, yeah, that'd be fun. I might need you guys like with me.
You're like, who's that chick inputting? What she's saying? Just read the book.
Good job. We'll be cheering for you.
Oh, so good.
Okay, go throw something away.
Amber's endings.
Amber's endings with Amber.
Endings with Amber. We'll do that.
Okay, guys, we did 5,
So good. So good.
which means I think we're through June and July.
Okay. Very good.